Okay, sorry guys. Let's see. Invite guests. Copy. It's been a minute since I did all this. Yeah, okay, thank you. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on the screen. Yes, I know. Yes, I know all this. Why is it giving me a hard time? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. The other one is still. I'm sorry. I don't understand why it won't let me post in here. Anyway, my computer was doing something funky and reset. But it won't let me leave comments in the chat. So give me a second. I will send you guys the link. For God's sakes, man. Link is in the Just Garden chat, Dustin and Courtney chat, Trump chat. So if you're on Facebook and you're in those chats, you can get on there. It won't let me post it for some reason. Okay. It wouldn't let me post it, so the links are in the chats. I don't know why, but the other one I will just delete. Hey, prepper. Thanks for coming in. Sorry. And something happened and it said something, there was an error and my computer had to reset. So here I am. So if you want to come up, I can't post apparently in the chat and I don't know why. It's being a pain in the butt. There we go. See, now it will let me. Here's the link if you want to come up. And then I'll delete the link here in a few minutes. Hello. And now I won't have all the skipping because it's on my phone and not on the computer. Um, I don't know what's up with my computer. It's been a while since I've used it. Thank you. Sorry. Hey, all the links are, if you guys are in any of the groups I am in on Facebook, all the links are in there. So if anybody wants to come up, they can and hang out um and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just been a minute and I've just been super busy and life, I've had a lot of crap happen to me in the past 6, 7 months. Add to the stage. Boom. You're back. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was still. There were more people coming in. Myra Page was coming and everything else. And I was talking to them over there.
Aw. What's up, Myra Page? Thanks for
Yeah,
coming in, Thor. Hey, Grandma Karen. Thank you guys. Sorry.
yeah. I dropped the link over there. So as soon as you had this one here going, the the YouTube side, I dropped it over on the other one.
Yeah. Thank you. Um, anyway, I've had a crazy 6, 7 months. And I don't know. When I had everybody knows what happened to me on YouTube and the people was dealing with. So after that happened, I just like, not that I didn't love YouTube anymore, but I was just burnt out. I was seriously burnt out. And then Joe tried to do Grow Big TV with me. And I loved Grow Big TV, but it was getting even harder and harder to be live because of my son, and he would never go to bed when he should have. And it, like, I would plan times like, oh, he's going to go to bed at this time, so that gives me X amount of time for him to go to bed and me to be live. and then it got to be really late, and then I'd have to wake up super early to take him to school. Life was just getting in the way,
Yeah.
and I couldn't do it all. And then Joe got a new job, and so we were just it was just too hard. I really loved Grow Big TV, and still do, but it's just
Yeah.
life was getting in the way.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Um things have just changed. Hello, thank you guys. Oh, this is so awesome to have people in my chat after been gone for so long. And having 7 people up front. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all. Um Still waiting for my computer to load up and do its thing. So anyway, I kind of have a cold. Not really. It's more like allergies, and it's driving me insane. And I took some allergy medicine, but I wanted to make sure I got non-drowsy because I don't want to just be like a walking zombie.
Yeah.
Um, so I took that, and it's way better than what it was earlier. So I can at least talk. Hold up, what's that? Okay, all right, cool. I thought it was somebody else trying to come in. We're good. It did something funky though. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to this new StreamYard and all the fancy features. Before it was just generic.
Yeah.
And now it's like, ooh, you can do this and you can do that. And
Oh yeah, on the for the host over on the side that you got a boatload of stuff to choose from, depending on if you're using the free version or you start using when you get to the paid version, the lowest level of paid version, you get lost.
yeah.
And it's like you can do so much stuff there. There's Moon.
Oh my God, Moon. Hey, Moon. I have you in my chat on Instagram, and I've thank you for being here. I miss my peeps. I know I do. The one is just not cooperating, and you could tell that people are frozen. And then Gil posted the link for this one over there. So thank you guys for cooperating with me during this weird time. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah. Weird, just weird computer stuff. So just been super busy. We're getting ready for spring break. And I'll be on spring break Friday, and then I'll have to go back to work after that. But we are going on a small vacation, and
Cool.
I'm excited. We're going to Disney in Florida, and then I'll be back, and then I have 3 more days off. Thank you, Jesus. Can I get an amen? I need that so bad. Yeah, I'm like the stuff I've been through the past 6, 7 months. I'm like, I needed a month off work. I needed something.
So
So
Courtney, in Disney World, where are you staying at? Are you staying in one of the hotels or the campground or?
no, we're staying at one of the resorts.
Because
Yeah.
the last time I was there, they were just opening up the yacht club. I can't remember, and 2 others that they were opening up. That they opened it up that week they were there, and my sister stayed over there as one of the beta testers for it.
Nice, nice. Now we're staying at one of the resorts. The best part about this is well, we're flying, so we don't have any vehicles. We hired a company to take us back and forth to and from the airport, and then we you are using all Disney transport when we get there, because you don't need a vehicle if you go to Disney and you're staying at the resorts. They have buses that run
Everywhere.
constantly, and you can go anywhere you want in any of their locations. And they have a huge shopping center, which I cannot wait. I haven't been shopping in a very long time. So we're going to a shopping center, and we got restaurants. And by the way, if you ever plan on going to Disney, you have to book your reservations for restaurants like a month in advance, because if not, you'll never get in.
The one when
So
we went there, my brother set it up. He worked on it for a year and a half ahead of time, working with the can't pronounce the word, the concierge
yeah.
and stuff. the Steamboat restaurant, to get in there is a year, at least. All right, this was back shortly after I got married. So 30 years ago, 35 years ago, was a year in advance booking, and it's black tie.
Wow.
Yeah. But it also had the most insane dessert, a little piece about this big and about that thick of chocolate called the chocolate decadence.
Ooh.
So you have my wife who's a chocoholic, my mom who's a chocoholic, my sister who's a chocoholic. They were looking at it, they weren't sure what to do. So my mom got it. The others who tried to help her finish it off, they couldn't finish it. It was so intense. It was like getting almost like the 100% cacao Ghirardelli chocolate with whatever else in it. I mean, it was just, I'm just sitting there watching eyeballs spin in their heads.
Yeah,
did you get a reservation there in Epcot Center at the restaurant? That I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's basically the one where they have the glass walls on it, and you see everything served in the restaurant is grown there, and you see stuff goes by and aeroponics. It's a
I
big
have
thing.
seen that, and I've been there like 4 or 5 times to that restaurant.
Yeah.
It's made me obsessed with just plants in general. I love that. We're not going to Epcot. We're going to Disney and Hollywood Studios this time around, but I've been to
Okay.
Epcot like 5 or 6 times. And I love Epcot for the fact that everything's futuristic. I think that's so cool. And they have restaurants from all around the world. We took my stepdaughter, um, let's see, it was around 2015, I think, is when we took her. And they had England and Germany, and they have Japan. And we went to the Japan place, and they dive for pearls.
Mm.
And I got a pearl from, one of their oysters. I thought that was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
And they, and of course my stepdaughter, got all the candy from England, all the, and she wanted to see Mary Poppins, and Mary Poppins wasn't there that day.
Oh.
And so yeah, but yeah, so it was really, really cool. Um, to experience all of that, and I'm just excited to get my son, to there, and I hope he has a lot of fun. Hello. Thanks for coming in, Tinker's wife.
Tammy's in there too.
Oh, hey Tammy. Sorry, it only shows 3 comments at a time.
Yeah.
Hello. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. My computer's still slow, and oh my gosh, it's Billy. Hello, Billy. You're checking in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. So I'm just excited. I'm excited to get into some warmer weather and just relax a little bit. This has been an insane year. It absolutely has been nuts. Comment the Shire too. Ooh, hello, the Shire. Wonderful people.
Yeah.
Well, hello, the Wicca Shire. Um, so a lot of things have changed. I have a job at my son's school, so I'm doing that. And I got a newer position over the past week or so, and I'm an aide to one of the girls, and I follow her around for about half the morning. And I've been doing this now, this year has just been insane. I've had just horrible things happen and good things happen all at the same time. Had someone tried to run me off the road and kill me. What else? I mean, it's just been an interesting last 6 months. But things have changed. I am transferring my son out of the school. So hopefully we will hear some news. In Ohio, when you transfer a child out of a school that has autism, you can get a scholarship, and that scholarship can go to a new school and pay for his education somewhere else. So
Excellent.
I applied for that scholarship. My computer just turned on. I applied for that scholarship and I'm still waiting to hear back, and he will get approved. It just takes about a month and a half or something to get it to go through. So as soon as that goes through, my son will be going to a school for autism, and hopefully his behaviors and stuff will get better, things will get better. And I really like this school, and it's seriously not even 20 minutes away. Works out perfect.
Excellent.
Now, and you know what, what's really bad about it, Wickeshire, is I was ran off a road by an employee, as somebody I work with who no longer works there, but she thought she had the upper hand or something and tried to run me and Fred off the road. So it was wonderful, wonderful experience. um but that's done and gone, you know. And so in the meantime, oh, I have some exciting news, and I kind of wanted to do a video about this. I think I still am. um let me see if I can get my compute. I'm going to enter the studio and see if I can access this live. Hmm, I can't, I don't think. Can I access the live once it's up like this? Wait.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because I've sometimes when I've been kicked out there for 5 minutes, I have to go back in and come in from the very beginning sometimes with my computer totally when the video card totally kicks out and everything. I've had to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna return to dashboard and see if my live is in there. Um,
You should
what?
have both of them in there if you go to the main dashboard. You can,
Okay.
that way you can kill the old one and then enter the new one.
Oh, library. Is that where I want to go? Yeah. Um, so who
Grandkids fighting on the other side of the green screen.
is?
Well, wrestling and tickling.
Oh, my dog. My dog is a schmutzer,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all she does is schmutz. And then she can't breathe. So then she's like, all you hear is and it's just absolutely obnoxious. All right, hold on one second. Is it this one? No, that ended. See, my live that I'm doing right now is not up here.
All right, tell you what. Hang on. I'm going to go put this in. Hang on. Let me put this in the private chat. Can you view the YouTube side of yours on your computer?
No.
No.
Oh, hold on, hold on. I think I found it. No, no, no. It's not up here at all. The
All right.
live that we're in, it's not there.
All right. On your YouTube content page, in your and you know go in your um so if you go to your YouTube studio, the content
Okay.
page under live, you should see the one right now that's a lot that's live right now.
Okay. Give me one second. It's waiting. I'm waiting for it to load.
Yeah. Because then in that you can go into that one, open that up, and where you posted the link to this, go ahead and pop that open right there and on the computer, and you'll be back. You'll be back into the StreamYard.
Oh, good idea. I didn't think about that. All right. Give me one
Yeah.
second.
When you have a computer like mine that has a video card that goes schizo on you, and then you have the local internet kind of kicks out when too many people gets on it, you learn all sorts of ways to get back in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back. That's my live right there. Okay. Sorry, guys. No mean to do all this technical stuff on here, but
Hey, it's entertaining for them. They go, oh, you can do that? Cool. Yeah, when you were totally out, and I was on the old one by okay, there's that. I just see you posted
Yeah.
that's the current link there.
It's I might not be able to do this. It's not working again.
Uh,
So yeah, it kind of stinks. It's just taking forever and it's not moving. So
Tammy
I'm
Tammy says that's how we learn the technical stuff.
I'm just gonna delete that real quick so people
Yeah.
can't get up here. Oh shit. Sorry, Tammy. I didn't mean to delete your comment. See? It's not working. There we go. Sorry, Tammy. I love you. Didn't mean to delete you.
Hang on
Um,
just a second. Can I bring? No, it's sometimes you can undelete. Nope, can't do it.
it just reset again on my computer. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see the monitor doing things at you.
Yeah, it's just been a while since I've been on this computer. That's what's really going on is it needs to do updates
Yeah.
and it's being a pain in the butt. So sorry, guy. And oh, so I wanted to talk about something real quick. Thanks to Tammy. Um and I'm going to do a video of me doing it. But Tammy was so nice and got me a DNA kit. So, I'm super excited. I'm going to be taking a DNA kit, doing the DNA, and hopefully, it can lead to more things about me finding my birth parents and things like that. So I'm really excited about it. I haven't done it yet, um, but I'm going to do it on camera so everybody can see it, and then we'll be able to see the results. But apparently, Ancestry had a sale. And so she was able to get DNA kit for like super cheap. So I can't wait to do that and see more of my family history and stuff like that. So it'll be amazing to show everybody about my journey trying to find my birth parents. And I keep coming across things along the way. Yes, actually, I am. I'm Irish, German, French, um, Irish, German, French, and English, but mainly English and Irish. And there is 1%. Um, I can't remember. It was ridiculous, like the percentages of some of the stuff. It's like that's interesting, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. There was a little bit of Swiss in there and some other things, and I thought that was
You'd be
interesting.
surprised how interconnected most of the Europe is because of all the inter-country marriages for peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like on my mom's side, not my dad's side, just on my mom's side. We trace back to like 300 AD on several lines, but we're related to every royal house that has ever existed in Europe.
Oh wow.
Not high, not some of them kind of high up. Others are like the third child or the fourth child or the fifth child. But
Yeah.
we do have John Lackland, aka Prince John, Eleanor of Aquitaine, um, Charlemagne. We've tied into, but yeah, that's it's once you tie into one, even if it's the fifth son and whatever royal family, all of a sudden now you got all these other connections now.
Yeah.
And it'll go in a spurt, it'll go, and it's like, okay, now we got to go through and double check, verify, and then you click, then you tie into another one, it jumps a bunch and does a bunch of others. So when you start getting into that and you hit the right ones and you catch the right ones off of Ancestry, into another one, it jumps a bunch and does a bunch of others.
Sorry, it just popped up. And
You start getting,
there we go. Sorry. Sorry
yeah,
for the feedback. Let's see if I can actually do this now. Hold on.
yeah, I see that there.
Boom. There's the link.
Yeah.
I have to get the link in my own chat.
And once it's open there, then you can kill your phone. Once you're in there working on the computer. Billy says, "Yeah, Europe is a hodgepodge of people that burn in the sun." All right,
that's me.
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
There we go.
Killing it. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, she's got to kill all the other screens.
I just had a lot going on. Now I'm back.
Yay!
Look at Turd back there.
Yeah.
Hey, Turd. She's like, what's going on? I don't understand this computer stuff. Okay, so sorry, guys. I haven't used my computer in literally like almost a year. And so when I started it back up, it was just being a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So with that being said, yes, there is some Scottish, Irish, there's a little Italian, English, German, and there was 1% Middle Eastern, which I thought was freaking hilarious.
I can tell you where that came from. I can tell you exactly where that came from. A lot of people has that Middle Eastern connection because the when the Moors and stuff invaded Spain and came into Spain and southern Germany and southern France, that's where that because they intermarried. They were there for hundreds of years and they intermarried with locals. And so you have that little bit in there that's Middle Eastern that became with the Moors in before they got chased back out again.
Yeah. Hey, Dave Knight, thank you for coming in. Wow, I have a lot of people in here that I haven't seen in a long time. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Fred passed out. Oh, dude. Fred was so good today. He was so good. Okay. I don't know how to explain this. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, my son is autistic and I don't tell anybody. I know, like my YouTube family knows, but I don't announce it on Facebook or anything like that. I just don't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my thing's spinning again. Really?
You're still here. I can hear you. What you may want to check your go down on the setting down below in StreamYard there. Click on settings. Okay. And when it comes up, go to camera and see what your camera setting is, whether it's 480, 720, 360.
Oh, I only have one setting, I think. Oh, no, I don't. Hold on. What's that mean? Oh, now it's spinning again. I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah. Well, so what happens, sometimes I'll have to go in there and lower mine down when my video card's acting up, so it doesn't draw so much on the memory of the computer.
Okay. Hold on. I'm doing that now, maybe. It says it's on the lowest.
360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. 480 works 7. Yeah. Hopefully, if I don't touch anything, hopefully everything's good. Okay, so my son over the past 3 months has been hell. It's been absolute hell in my house. He has been super violent, just hitting in his head constantly.
Yeah.
We got him put on ADHD medication, which I was completely against. But at this point, I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. And my computer froze again. I just didn't know what to do. Me and my husband have just been dumbfounded with this. So we put him on the medication. And it's been like a couple months now.
And he just today started acting like my old son again.
Yeah.
And finally we got him kind of, I see today, a little bit regulated. So, but anyway, in the meantime, we didn't know what to do with him because we took him to the dentist. We took him to the doctor. We tried to, like, we thought maybe he had cavities that we just didn't know because he can't really talk, and express himself like that. So we just didn't know. So we had taken him to all these different things to try to figure out what's going on with him. Here he was getting his 6-year molars, and he was just in a lot of pain. And so I started giving him ibuprofen and stuff, but I hate to do that. I'm not a medicine taker. Like, I like to do things 100% natural if I can,
Yeah. Unfortunately, with my grandson Eli, same thing. We have to get certain medications because the natural stuff isn't potent enough, because he's super sensitive to the pain in his mouth and stuff. And so they have to go get special stuff for him to bring it down so he's manageable. And it's one of those things you're gonna run it. And when he gets a little bit older, Courtney, it's going to get the same thing again. He's going to get agitated as things change. It's like Eli is so Eli was born in February of 2015, and so he's the last week he's been really violent. So, but it's just one of those things. It goes in cycles.
Yeah. It's just frustrating for us and the school, because the school that he's now at is ridiculous. And they do not know how to deal with autistic children at all. Yeah. And every little thing, I'll never forget this. The teacher asked me if I have given Fred can you guys still hear me? My computer froze. Okay. Asked me if I have ever given Fred or taken him to the doctor to get a brain scan. And I'm like,
you don't know anything about autism, do you?
I'm like, at that point, I was so livid. I'm just like, you guys have no clue how to deal with these freaking kids. None whatsoever. And so anyway, that I made up my mind that he's going to go to another school. He's going to a school specifically for autistic. Yes, that's what I said, Rebel. WTF. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? But I can't say that. Heaven forbid I say that. But it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm hoping this new school works with behaviors and teaches them things, teaches them like not, because my son is real, like he loves everybody. And I don't like that. Like he'll just go up to anybody. He is just real careless and like free and loving. He's free and loving. And though I love that about my son, I love that he loves everybody, and that's great. But in this world today, people are perverts and people are jerks, and you never know who you're gonna. So this school teaches them that not everybody is a good person.
Yeah.
And teaches them to distance themselves a little bit. And I like that about this school. They teach them things like that. And I did a tour through the school, and I know that in my heart, it took me, I just didn't, I think this is what my problem is. I think I had a certain thing set in my mind that I wanted my son to do. One of them was, I thought I wanted him to have the school experience. Okay. I wanted him to go to prom, and I wanted him to experience the school experience. But I had to take a step back from that and realize and tell myself that my son is not 100% normal. It is okay that he's not normal. and is okay if these things don't happen. We can set other goals and we can do other things, and that's okay. I mean, there could be in the future, he could want to go to a prom and probably go to a prom of a girl that he likes or something like that. And that's okay. But I just had, you just have those, I don't know, those things in your head, like that you want your kids to do. Like, oh, you want your kid to play football or, oh, and stuff like that. So you have those things in your head. And that's, I mean, I think that's every parent, but I have to also take a step back and realize that my son is not normal. This is not, but it's okay. It's okay. And so it took me a long time to get over that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so he's going to this school and that's that. So
Cool. And one of the things we noticed with Eli was certain foods, especially the dyes, can set him off.
yeah.
And what's so utterly stupid is there certain states like California are requiring that folic acid be added into the cereals and the breads and stuff. But
Yeah.
there's two types of folic acid. One, which is an artificial one, which is the one that they're putting in there, which is not properly digested and assimilated. And then there's the natural one, which they banned because it's good and everything else. So you can take that wherever you want to take that. But Danny, when he has a lot of bread before school, he is so hyper. And so I've gotten special gummies for him that's supposed to help the body counteract that. But if he forgets it, Danny goes off. Eli goes off if he doesn't get one, and he's been taking a lot of stuff. And it's just, so hard to keep an eye on everything. And then, of course, at school, they got lunch programs at school, and what they serve there is crap.
Oh, it's Mm-hmm. Speaking from a lunch lady right here, baby.
Yeah.
I tell you.
It's crap, right?
Everything is processed. Nothing is homemade. Everything just goes in the oven and is served. And then they give you a ton of fruit that's all chopped up that they do in the beginning. It takes them like a couple hours to chop up like 140 things of fruit and put it in plastic bags. And that's more sugar. And not that I have anything against fruit, but
Right.
when you have a diet that is already high in carbs, and then you add strawberries, grapes, and whatever else to that
is also sprayed with all these other things in the field.
your kid's getting nothing but sugar that day.
Yeah.
And then they don't sit during class. And you want to know why you want to know why your kid's not sitting during class? It's because your kid is consuming nothing but carbs and sugar. And a lot of people don't get it. Carbs turn into sugar, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And all they have is potato chips. It doesn't matter if it's whole wheat. By the way, everything we have is whole wheat. And I realize that's a complex carb, but it's still a carb, guys, and it's not good for you.
Yeah.
You're not alone. My youngest was a handful, Corky. Yeah. I really hope that one day he can be somewhat normal. I don't expect him to be 100%. I don't expect that. But I'm hoping that he can be functioning at least. And and that's another thing I like about this school is when they get older, they teach them life skills. And he really, I'm pressing life skills because you need that. You need to learn things in life. And I'm hoping, yeah, that's why we do grow our own food for sure. I do not eat anything from the school. And every day somebody offers me something. They're like, hey, do you want a burger? And I'm like, no. By the way, one time I was getting ready to, I forget, I came into the lunchroom or something to do something, and they were making cheeseburgers that day. And the cheeseburgers have a particular smell. And I'm a gardener, so I know what smells are. And I smelled bone meal. Straight up. When I walked in there, I could smell bone meal. Those burgers smell like bone meal. That is
Yeah.
disgusting to me. There is no way in hell I could eat that. And then people are saying, "Oh, those burgers are so good." I'm like, "Do you know what you're eating? Do you?" That's
No, they don't.
no. And that's why I like RFK so Junior so much, because I don't think people realize what he's doing for us. They don't respect it because he came in on the Trump train. But I don't care if he came in on the Trump train. He's doing a wonderful job. And I just feel like he is doing a lot for us already. Yeah. And so anyway, that's my soapbox.
Hang on here. Let's see
yes. Best thing we ever had in our home is growing up was fish tanks. I spent 80% of my time at home watching and caring for them. That's awesome, Billy. Actually, I love fish tanks. I wish we could have one, but I can't. I just can't. And if I were going to get one, I want a saltwater one because I want all those cool fish. But it's really hard to take care of a saltwater tank. So.
Hang on, my daughter just texted me and I got to find out what she wants me to do to deal with these kids because over there here.
Oh boy. But yeah, so over this past year, I have lost 32 pounds.
Yay!
Yes. And I'm right on track with my goals. I don't eat any sugar. I don't eat any carbs. If I am going to eat a carb, I eat an apple or something like that. But I can't believe this. I went down 3 pant sizes. I'm doing really good. And I'm just staying on track. And I walk. I don't do it every day. I don't have time every day, but I like to walk at least a mile every day on the treadmill. He's saving us from a lot of crap, pharma, processed foods, and dyes. Yes. By the way, for the first time, not that I'm not going to eat it, but for the first time the other day, I saw dye-free Cheetos in the stores. So
what color were they? White?
The bag was white. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't buy them, but it said dye-free on the bag, which I thought was cool. I'm like, if you are going to eat that, or if you're going to buy it for your kid, at least get the dye-free, I'm glad that's an option. And so I just thought that was super cool that we're already starting to see stuff. If 100% is a fungus, you can mix. Oh, sorry. Wickeshire's answering Serena's question about rosemary.
Yeah.
And yes, I've used hydrogen peroxide before on things to get rid of funguses and stuff like that, especially powdery mildew. That really works. But milk works the best on powdery mildew.
Yeah.
It really does. Just make sure you do it at night, because if not, your plants will fry during the day. Make sure peroxide is 3% solution, common household variety. Boom. He's got it. So, yeah. Life has just been really interesting, and I'm having a lot of interesting dynamics at work. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just going through, I'm definitely going through some kind of spiritual awakening as well. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel more close to God, and I'm just learning a lot more. I'm reading a lot more, learning more about the Bible, just things like that. And I feel good. And that's why I decided to get back on YouTube. I just feel better. I don't know. I think for the longest time, maybe I was surrounding myself with people who just weren't good people. So also cut down on the watering and make sure these plants are not overcrowded and get airflow. Airflow. Yep. Plants. I'm like, what's Lance? Didn't understand what that meant. We're tearing out the garden, but we're not gonna garden anymore. We are gonna still garden, but we are replacing our beds with metal. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, but our first section we're gonna get 4 metal raised beds in the first section, and then we're gonna so on and so forth with the other ones. We are letting where our tomato lane and stuff had been. We are putting clover there and we're letting it sit. I think that's what's best for the garden and for the soil at this time is to just, put clover there and let it sit for a while. The rosemary is in green sack top level.
Give me a second. I'm gonna stay up here, but I'm gonna block out for a second while I talk to the boys here.
Okay. Serena, if you see new rosemary shoots growing, you can cut back disease stems. Yep. I suck at growing rosemary. It's one of my favorite herbs, and it is so good for you. Rosemary and lovage tincture. If you make a rosemary and lovage tincture, it's really good for diabetics and neuropathy for your feet. Rosemary is also really, really good for your hair. If you put it in a jojoba oil or grapeseed oil, something that you can put on your skin, it's really good for your hair. You want to cut it though. You don't want to use it directly because it can burn you. I planted rosemary. I have no hopes of growing it. My seed is starting to age a bit. Oh. Yeah, I've grown rosemary in the past, and this one time I got one measly stem. I got so pissed off at it, I ripped that stem out, I washed it, and threw it in a steak that I was going to eat. I was frustrated because it only got one freaking stem the entire time I grew it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then I go to freaking places like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff, and I see they have like those rosemary bushes, like for Christmas and stuff. Well, get a rosemary bush, and they put like a red ribbon on it. Ho, 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 And I'm like, how do they grow it so wonderfully? And I only get one freaking stem. Dude, I am not a perfect gardener. None whatsoever.
The thing is, what they grow, when you plant it, 90% of them die.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. For sure.
Because they're raised on steroids.
Yeah.
Plant steroids, and as soon as you put it in real soil and stuff, they haven't developed the root system and the metabolic thing of real nutrient gathering from real soil.
Yeah.
And so they go into shock and they're not getting their steroids, and the plants die. And Glenn's here.
Hello, Glenn. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna brighten my screen. I felt like I was in the dark. But yeah, so I suck at growing rosemary. There are some things I'm really good at growing. If it's a green bean, I can grow it all day long.
Yeah.
Lettuce. By the way, my neighbor said, "Oh, lettuce is so hard to grow," and I was like, scratching my head, like, "Huh?"
Yeah, I get it growing. Why? I get the seeds. If one goes to seed on me, I got lettuce coming up everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lettuce is really easy for me. I suck at growing most brassicas, and it's all the vegetables I love. Like, I love cauliflower, I love broccoli, I love cabbage, but I suck at growing those. And and what happens most of the time is bugs eat them, especially with cabbage. One year we grew a ton of cabbage, and they never got any heads in them. We just got a bunch of leaves. So we just pulled all the leaves and I made a ramen noodle salad out of it. And I just shredded the leaves and ate that. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't no head of cabbage. I can tell you that. Have you to figure out the origins of rosemary is dry, arid conditions of the Mediterranean? Weird. talking shitty, bad, rocky soil and dry conditions, higher altitude too. Yeah, I mean, so it probably just takes a different climate. It probably really should be grown indoors. Rosemary, if you can get it to grow in your beds, you are a winner. Chicken dinner, but I can't get it to grow, so um, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I grew poppies this year, different poppies. I don't know. I want to grow cucumbers. I'm going to grow cucumbers this year, and we definitely are growing a few tomatoes. But I'm not doing it till after I get back from vacation.
All right, I'm gonna have to drop out of here.
Okay.
The boys are having a problem because Eli is still being violent a little bit, and they're trying to, Megan was up most of the night with him, and she's just totally bone tired, dead, and so she's saying, keep the three younger boys, and they're all, oh, I don't want to spend the night. I want to go home, so I got to go deal with them.
I understand.
Which
All
was
right,
interesting. 3 nights ago, they all wanted to spend the night, but now then they're told they gotta spend the night. Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You got to eat that ice cream. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me.
All righty. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, cucumbers do exceptionally well for me as well, and my hair is an absolute mess, guys. Sorry. But yeah, cucumbers do just really well for me too. And I really every year I've grown so many cucumbers, and I still have a ton of pickles. I have my great grandmother's recipe for garlic pickles, and we make those every year, and they're still in the fridge. They're still good, and they're still in the refrigerator. So yummy, yummy, yummy. Zucchini, I can't talk. Zucchini, many cucumbers are short lived. Gotta replant them a few times per year. Once they go wonky and bad, pull the plant. Yeah, you have to, except not the bugs. I think what a lot of people also don't understand. And I'm going to see if I can go out more, but I guess I can't. That's weird. What the hell is that? Okay. I don't know. That's what a lot of people I don't think understand. Not healthy plant. You have 2 options. Okay. The first option is to pull it, like you said. If you see a not healthy plant, and it sucks. If you're just a backyard gardener and you're not doing greenhouse gardening, whatever, it's hard because you have I'm trying to come up with what I was going to say here and make it sound smart, but it's not. You guys will kind of get it. So when you're gardening like me, my thing is numbers. Okay. I have all this space, but I plant a shitload of vegetables, right? Not all of them make it. Okay. I care for all of it, but not all of them make it. But that's okay if not all of them make it, because I plant so much that I get a decent crop out of it. And that's the same with, like, say for zucchini is a perfect example, by the way. I planted a row of zucchini. Okay. Who the hell plants a row of zucchini? Usually one plant will give you enough zucchini and you'll be giving the shit away. Okay. But if you plant a row of it, okay, and say this one gets powdery mildew, this one has a ton of stink bugs, this one, you get a bunch of crap, this one, oh, that didn't turn out right. Like, what the hell is that? You at least get something out of it. But if you have, okay, so that's the first option, is you plant by numbers, and I plant a ton of it at once. Or you can succession grow. The other option, and a lot of people don't have this because they only plant 1 to 2 items because they don't have the space. But if you have a plant and it doesn't look so hot, pull it. Okay. Leaves you with less plants. That sucks. Or like if it's zucchini and you have enough time, pop another seed in there. And hopefully it grows and it grows another, healthy plants. Or you got to think smart. You're going to have zucchini over here, and you're going to have a zucchini over here, right? And okay, say your zucchini on the right isn't doing so hot. Okay, leave it. That's your sacrificial zucchini. Okay, that zucchini is going to bring in all the bugs, because when a plant is unhealthy, it sends out these signals and bugs just like flock to it. Like it's just like a red flag, like I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. And if you leave it, all the bugs will go to that, and your other zucchini will flourish if it's healthy enough. And then that way you have a distraction in your garden. And you could do it that way as well. Now, it doesn't necessarily work on everything, but I've done that before. And I have purposely left things rotting, not doing so hot in one section of the garden or other, because the bugs flock to it and then leave the other shit alone. So think about that when you are gardening, and kind of strategically look at it that way and say, well, I get a ton of cucumber bugs. So I'm going to plant where I normally plant cucumbers, a row, and then the next row far away from it, that's going to be my cash crop. And you'll see the difference. You'll see, and you'll see how that works. But yes, and that's the same with like any plant. If it's unhealthy, it basically sends out a signal saying I'm unhealthy, and bugs will come and eat it or invade it because it's not healthy. Now, bugs do not invade healthy plants. And to keep them healthy, you have to take care of them. You have to water them. You have to, put whatever. I put Surround on everything, and it helps. Yep, you have to work with and by the way, here in Ohio, I don't know where, like here in Ohio, I'm in 6B. If you plant past a specific time, the I keep wanting to call them stink bugs, whatever those bugs are, squash bugs. The squash bugs will just disappear. The cucumbers bugs will just disappear after a while. So if you miss that cycle, then you can avoid them for the rest of the year as well. Every once in a while, that's not true. Okay. But for the most part, and what I have noticed is that it's 100% true so far for me. Not everything is 100% like for everybody, but for me, it has worked. And if you plant a specific time, you won't get the bug pressure. And that has worked for me multiple times. So thank you, squash bug. Whatever, stink bug, squash bug, they all do the same crap. I hate stink bugs as well. I know when the is going to hit the fan, Japanese beetles come, then the flea beetles, then the hawk moth hornworms. Yeah. Dude, I think with life and everything we got going on, I think is going to hit the fan faster than what we think it is. I have some ideas about that. I'm just irritated right now with political crap. And I've tried to avoid it. when things really get bad politically, I just kind of zone it out because I have so much going on in my life that I don't really want to hear that. Um, and so I just zone it out. But what's going on right now is just it's making my head explode. So I've kind of just cut that crap out. Let's see. Hornworms. Yeah. Hornworms I don't get a whole lot of. And I don't know why. And I think it's because of me using surround. If you haven't used surround before, you need to. Okay. There's multiple different things that it's good for. Okay. If you say, for instance, you're in the transition period from your greenhouse or your basement or whatever, your grow station to your backyard or to your garden. You can spray surround on your plants and it will keep them from getting sunburn. So you can do that as well. By the way, surround is wonderful. It's a clay, a keratin clay that you spray on your plants, and the bugs hate it. They don't, and by the way, it doesn't repel the bugs. Okay, this is organic gardening. I am an organic gardener. Nothing I do repels bugs. You will still have bugs. Okay, however, they will not eat your plant because they don't like the taste of the clay. And you can spray this on your apple trees or anything like that. It's wonderful. You just got to get the right consistency because a lot of times you can get it too watery and then it doesn't quite work. You got to get the right consistency and then you spray it. But it's wonderful. Yes, it's a UV protectant. You can spray it on your plants for the transition period. It really helps. It really does. It's wonderful, and it's helped me the past couple years with my garden and everything else out there. And we also have like our own recipe of things. I know that a lot of bugs do not like garlic, so I make a garlic tea, and I pour a little bit of that in there as well. It's not pretty and it stinks, but it gets you to grow, and it's 100% organic. So anything that is organic for me is worth it. You just have to fight the bugs. And once you know the bugs too, you'll figure it out. Clay and Sarah. What? Who's Clay and Sarah? Rachel Tally Ho show. Hello. I've never met you before. Thanks for coming in. No? Okay. I'm not in Ohio. Thanks for pointing that out. We messed up so bad here. I need asparagus. I've been here 5 years at the property. Yeah, the problem with asparagus is it takes so long. But once you get it going, it's wonderful and it's so delicious. It takes about 3 years for you to really get something from it. And if you are going to do it, find a patch. Okay, I don't know who the F you think you are and why you're in my chat, but you can go on and get. I'm tired of trolls and I'm tired of a lot of people. So you take your tally ho and get the F out. Peace out. Thank you, Wickershire. And just people are so freaking annoying. Find something better to do with your life. Why isn't Quirky reading my comments? Am I blocked? No, I'm not. Hold on. No, Serena, you're not blocked. I was talking and I can't just read all your comments. So it's just taking a minute. Thank you for blocking them, Wickershire. Appreciate it. So anyway, asparagus takes about three years to actually get something going. Okay. And in your area or whatever, you got to find the right spot. Find the right spot that you're not going to mess with or ever change. And then plant a ton of it in there. And then go from there. And for me, this part sucks because if you watched my latest video, my little like short that I did, we tore out like a lot of the beds in the back, and one of those beds had my asparagus in it. So I'm probably going to have to start from scratch with asparagus, but I need to find a bed that I'm not going to touch or an area that I'm never going to touch again and just let it grow in there because, you know, I think we have to order root ball rhizomes. Okay. Yes, they have roots. They're not rhizomes. They're just like regular roots, I think, and they're dried. You have to soak them for like an hour or something, and then plant them. But the problem with that is, you don't know because, yeah, they're going to pop up a little bit, but you just don't know how many you're going to get, you know? Yeah. Yeah, there are several types of asparagus. I grew Mary Washington, and then I grew a purple one. The purple asparagus is just as good. By the way, if you grow things that are purple, especially like, for instance, what is that? It's acre cabbage. It's like it's a purple cabbage. If you grow like purple cabbages or purple broccoli, bugs hate it. They hate anything that's purple. There's something that's in that bugs don't like. So if you can find a purple asparagus, you know, you might get less bug pressure. I'm not saying that they're not going to eat it or something's not going to eat that, but they don't like purple for some reason. And I think that's why a lot of seed companies sell a purple variety as well, because once it's purple, it's like a deterrent. Sounds like Rashido. I don't know what that is. Maybe I do know what that is. I'm not sure. But by the way, asparagus is just absolutely, if you've never had fresh asparagus, it's freaking delicious. I always pull it. It grows like in a little tree and I pull it off. It's absolutely delicious. And I think it tastes better. It tastes, I don't know, fresh asparagus just tastes so freaking good, guys. So delicious. I bought asparagus not too long ago from the grocery store. It wasn't too bad, you know. Have any of you guys ever seen the white asparagus that's in the grocery store? That makes me completely nervous. I told my husband, I said, there's probably 0 nutrients in the white asparagus. I wouldn't buy that. It just doesn't seem good to me. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it or not. Oh man, my allergies are just killing me, guys. I feel like every time I decide to get on here, I'm sick. But I'm not really sick. It's just my allergies is killing me. I am in this room in the morning and the heat, I think the heat comes out and the heater and the dust just flies, and it's just, I don't know if the filters need changed or what, but it is horrible. I just installed a trellis system. Cool. Yes, white is grown without light. Okay. And I know they do that. I know in the UK and other places they do that with rhubarb and grow it in the dark. I don't know how I feel about that. And I don't really know the research on it as far as that's concerned, as far as nutrients is concerned. I'm not really sure. Add on to the trellis system is an archway. Oh, cool. I love arches. I think they're so beautiful. I have a rose arch in the beginning part of my garden, and I freaking love roses, and a rose arch is just so pretty. I'll be arcing our cattle panel. Oh, cool. That's one way. Cattle panel fencing is just a way to go. It's so inexpensive. By the way, cattle panels are super expensive. They're expensive, guys. However, compared to most things that you need to get to buy for the garden, or like say if you bought raised beds or something that are metal, they're way less expensive than that. So I would say that it's the cheaper part of gardening or getting your garden ready. Even though I don't know how much they are now. I know when we first started this, cattle panel fences were kind of expensive then. They were like $23 a panel. How much are they now? Yeah. Super expensive. Everybody started using them for gardens and stuff. And when they did that, prices started skyrocketing. It's a little bit ridiculous. I hate that. I didn't get any seeds this year. This is the first year. I'm like kind of taking a break. I didn't get any seeds this year. However, I did buy some poppies and I planted those. You saw that video. This year, I'm going to show you a lot more hiking stuff, a lot more food forest things. My goal is to buy a lot more stuff for the food forest and totally reconstruct that food forest out there. Supply and demand, but pressure on due to CV and yeah. Everyone garden right. Yeah. By the way, I feel so bad for the people in Cuba right now, and they had no power or electricity because of their government and whatnot. And then I think they were getting hit by a hurricane or a bad storm on top of it. But a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people in Cuba garden. And they garden because they have to, or they won't be able to feed their family otherwise. And it's kind of super scary. Like, I believe that at some point in time, we might have to do that. We might have to garden for our lives. You never know. And it's so good to have this information, guys. It's so good to have all this information in your head. They cannot take the information that you have in your head. So learn it and learn it well. If it happened in the USA, we'd be lost. Most people would be lost, guys. It's so scary. The youth right now is what's really scaring me. The youth is mentally ill. They eat nothing but trash. And they don't care about education. That's the youth right now. It's really sad. And they also have this lack of respect for anybody and everything. I was sitting in a classroom and there was like a poster up on the wall and it says, "This class is the future." And I about shit my pants reading that and actually thinking about it. Because the generations that are coming up in this world, unless they mature a little bit, we are SOL. Due to isolation, they can pull through. When the world is full of idiots, society crumbles. New generation of thinkers. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. I don't know. We'll see. There's nothing wrong with I don't know. I don't know. I just see it every day, so it scares the crap out of me. I I don't understand. I don't understand it. I think it's because now that I'm older, I think when I was in school though, I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn more. I was very I wouldn't say studious. I wasn't studious. I was a horrible test taker. I'm still not a very good test taker, but I I don't know. I just some people I see that are so smart. They are so smart and they won't use it. And then when they get to be my age, they're gonna be like, "Man, I really wish I would have did this. Really wish I would have did that." I don't know. Court, we made a bigger pile of compost. It smelled great. Crazy earthy. Well, that's kind of good. That's really good, actually. Yeah, because you don't want it to smell like poo poo. Um, that's cool. I I had goals as far as that is concerned. I wanted to kind of do this compost heat thing with the garden and like put pipes in from the compost and then put those in the greenhouse and kind of have like the heat from the compost warm the greenhouse and like set up something that way. It's still an option. I don't know when we would get another greenhouse built. Um, but that really is something that I wanted to do. And hopefully in the future I can get it done. But we'll see. We'll see. What's up now? Stuffed with mycelium from the wood and leaf mold. Cool, cool. So you got a lot of mycelium. Awesome. Dude, okay. Another thing, there's still 7 people in here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I'm just rambling. Um, one thing I haven't worked in a while. Okay, so me taking this position and working, um, it's been very strange for me because I've been doing a lot of YouTube before that, and I worked really hard at my YouTube channel, and I've educated myself a lot. I've learned so much, and it's really hard for me to adjust to meeting people, and it's just really hard for me to like meet people and like have some kind of weird, like even a friend connection. That friend connection is just like, like nothing does it for me. Like I feel like I've met my YouTube people, and those are the people I'm supposed to be talking to and hanging out with on a regular basis, even though we live hundreds of miles from each other in some areas. But I'm just having a hard time like connecting with people because I feel like nobody has my interests. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about growing shit. Nobody, and really nobody cares about growing anything. It's obnoxious. Court, clear the yard, plant bamboo and an Amazon account in Etsy and just rake in cash. We import multi-billions. Plus it grows like a fast weed. Yeah, I don't want to plant bamboo. You know me. So you're totally life. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate you. No, I'm not growing bamboo. Although that is a good idea. I'm not going to tear it, but no, no. Once you start growing bamboo, you can't get rid of it. And my mom lives next door, and I can just see it now. It'd be a freaking jungle, and she would not be happy. So, no bamboo. And I know my husband wanted to grow bamboo. He's like, yeah, I want to grow it, right along the fence line. I'm like, no, because once you grow it, it just takes over everywhere. No, I don't want it. Thank you, though. No, I don't want it. No thanks. Okay, so roll call. Who else is in here and listening? Huh? Heh? There, I just gave out 5 memberships. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you. It grows and grows and grows and grows. Yep. It grows too much. Oh yeah, memberships turned off. Yeah, I don't mind if it goes to everybody. But I really wish it would go to the people in the chat because that's some crap. But no worries. Oh, thank you, Utter Chaos. I don't know. Are you new or have you been around? Or did you just change your name? Or thank you for being here. Yeah. But you know, one thing with my days on YouTube here is I feel very honored to have met the people I've met, and to have interviewed the people I've interviewed. And a lot of that is because of Joe, but a lot of that is also like because I seeked out people and did a lot of interviews with people from the very beginning because that's what I really wanted to do is interview people because I have a radio background and that's what I wanted to do. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So yeah, that's mainly so I'm grateful for have meeting the people I've met and it's been an awesome thing. YouTube is a really good thing. It really is. Except for trolls. Trolls are jerks. And I never ever get offended by anything a troll says. Never. Like it just shows who they are, you know? So and okay. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We got new baby chicks. Now I now have to live with peeping. Oh God. Yes. I don't have any new babies yet. I have runner ducks and one of them was a male and they were sitting on eggs. So I don't know if I have babies. I don't know what's going on. We've had some cold spells here and there, so I don't know. And I've also noticed that a lot of ducks are horrible mothers. They're horrible mothers and they always get off their eggs. And then every once in a while you get a duck that's a great mother and she sits on her eggs till the end. But a lot of them are horrible mothers and they just get up and leave their eggs. And you're just like, why did you do that? And then I had 2 female Muscovies who sat on eggs and they sat on chicken eggs. They sat on every egg. They just loved it. Yeah, Bar Rock is a really good chicken. Very hearty. Very good chicken. Good egg layer. They're just a hearty bird. Epic broodiness. Yeah, for sure. I've had a Polish chicken hatch 3 duck eggs. And Polish chickens don't go broody very often. And I had one that sat on 3 ducks and hatched 3 ducks. It was hilarious. It was so awesome. We've had so many babies at one point. It was insane. It really was. But we have cut back on the chickens, and I still have my one Muscovy, and I have runner ducks, and I love my ducks. I love hearing them every time I open the door. I love it. When you get ducks and you get chickens, it like runs and it just, I don't know. If you get it, you get it. It like almost like it runs in your blood. Like you just, like you need it. You need to have it. Really? Huh. I never heard of that. My back is starting to hurt. So I've had a lot of changes over the past couple years, and so I had some things wrong with my insides, I guess you would say, female stuff, and I had a surgery in August, and I've just been in even up until that point, past couple of years actually, I've just been in a lot of pain. And my joints hurt, everything hurts. My arms hurt, my legs hurt, everything hurts. And it even hurts to bend over. Like it's horrible. And actually my neck has been hurting a lot over the past couple of days, just really bad. And I've just been dealing with this pain, and I went to the doctor, and of course the doctor won't do anything for me. It would take months. Okay. This is what she wanted me to do, and I just can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. She wrote me a script for ibuprofen at 800 milligrams, and she wanted me to take 800 milligrams 3 times a day and then get an x-ray. And I said, oh, hell no. I took it. I took the prescription. I have it just in case I need it for something. But I'm not taking ibuprofen 3 times a day. Not doing it. So I was like, I gotta find something to heal myself. I don't know. So I've tried wild lettuce. I've tried wild lettuce works for, like, this is my problem with wild lettuce. I like it. And yes, it's a really good pain reliever. However, it only lasted like 30 minutes and then I was in pain again. So it didn't last very long. Ghost pipe, try ghost pipe. Ghost pipe is the same thing. It relieves the pain for a short period of time, but it doesn't last. So I'm, trying all these different things to relieve pain. I'm exercising, I'm stretching my back, because it's mainly like my hips and my upper thighs and stuff. It's just like, it hurts so freaking bad. I've only ever seen white ghost pipe, never red. That's cool. The red is called something else. I can't think of it right now. And so my legs and stuff and my upper arms hurt so bad, right? I'm just dealing with so much. And I've tried pretty much everything. I've tried it all. And I was like, there is something going on with me and my body. And I felt this way after I had my son. And I chalked it up to, I had to have morphine for a C-section. And they put morphine directly into my spine for a spinal tap. And because I didn't have an epidural, I had a spinal tap. So they could numb me for the waist down because I had to have a C-section. And they gave me, after my C-section, they gave me a shot of morphine in my back, and they said that lasts 24 hours. You won't be able to walk for 24 hours because you'll be numb from the waist down. And I contribute my issues, my hips and everything. Um, I contribute my pain to that, right? And I hurt so bad after that, like just achy. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm in physical, like, ah, I'm so much pain. It wasn't like that. It was achy. Just my joints hurt so bad. It was just hurt. I just ached and hurt. Went to the chiropractor. I was like, okay, maybe my hips just need realigned or something. So he cracked my hips and I felt great. I could sit on the floor again with my son. I could get up and not hurt so bad. I felt great. And then it slowly started coming back in the past couple years. And I was on I was on birth control. Birth control is absolutely horrible. Because it led me to my problem. And then I had to have surgery. So I had so many problems with that. And I was losing my hair and it was I was miserable, absolutely miserable. So now this just happened in August, but I've been going through this for like 2 to 3 years, just with all this pain in my upper arms, my neck, just like, horrible pain. So finally, I was doing a lot of research, and you see, like now everything is HRT, and it's because RFK Jr. Has really helped that to go through. That women need hormones, and he's really helped that to go through. And I'm still skeptical about hormones and hormone therapy and everything like that for older women or women that are, whatever. Because I've always been taught that, you could get cancer or it makes cancer grow faster or, or something like that. So I've always been like, "Ugh, I don't know if I want to do that." I'm still kind of really iffy about it. I'm not on HRT. However, I did find something else. So I always see advertisements for Primal Queen. And I looked at it and I'm like, it's like $50 a month or something like that. And that was with a discount, like their discount. And I was like, I just can't do it. I can't pay $50 a month for a Primal Queen. I just can't do it. And I'm sure it really helps. I'm sure it helps a lot of people. And if you can afford it, do it. However, I probably could afford it, but I'm just not doing it. It's a vitamin. I'm not paying $50 a month for a vitamin. So I found something else on Amazon. I've done a lot of research or whatever. So I found something else. It's like called Doja Queen or something like that. So I started taking that. And I still have a little bit of pain, but within 5 days of taking it, I feel great. I feel great. Still have a little bit of pain here and there. I'm not going to lie, but I've only been taking it for a short period of time. I can just imagine what it's like taking it for 60 days because I have 60 pills. So I'm going to take it for 60 days and I might even increase it because you could take it up to 2 times a day if you really want to. And so if you're not familiar with what this is, it's not really a vitamin. It is disgusting. Not something that I would just eat, but it is beef organs. Beef organs like liver, uterus, kidneys, all that stuff. So there is a little bit of hormones in it, but it is hormones from a cow. And they dry it up and they put it in these pills. And it's 100% organic beef fed, stuff like that. So I've been taking that now for a little over a week now. I think a week and 2 days. And I feel great. Like today I could bend over and I was like, oh my God, I just bent over and I have absolutely zero pain. Where before I could barely bend over. I could barely walk. And I've heard stories of people like they were having their hormones were so messed up that this one woman, she couldn't walk. And she's like, didn't know what she was going to do. And she started taking hormones, and all of a sudden she can walk again. The pain is unbelievable. It's like I ran or I worked out. And you know how when you work out, your muscles are super sore, but I didn't run. I didn't work out. My muscles are just sore and hurt, and I'm just sore. And it's obnoxious. So started taking these pills, and so far so good. I've been giving people a little bit of updates, and I've been educating people on it just a little bit because it's so important. Like, I think a lot of women, they just feel like this on a normal basis, and they just go through life in pain, and they take a shit ton of Advil, and they don't go to the doctor because their doctor ignores them. By the way, I did talk to my doctor about hormones and my hormones. I told her I was losing my hair, and she didn't give two shits. So there's that. I turned 52 the other day. Getting up and down and bending is a nightmare. I'm just sued to suffering like this. I look forward to sleeping most days and sitting in a chair. Used. I know. I kind of figured what you said. I just said it out loud. Yeah. My suggestion is for you is to probably get your testosterone checked, because once you get older, you get less and less testosterone, and get it checked and see if your insurance or whatever you use will cover. Once you go to a doctor and get your blood work figured out, they will check and see if you need testosterone. And if you do, they will let you take testosterone, and you can use it to help yourself feel better and get injections or whatever. Yeah, you might need it. And it's not because you want to get pumped up. It's because your body's missing it. And if you're in pain from it, or like a lot of people, if they don't have the right amount of testosterone, they become irritable, angry, depressed. I mean, there's just like all these list of symptoms that you can get from lack of testosterone. And as you get older, it's only natural that you don't have it anymore, but your body you still need it. And so therefore, you can your whole body can get out of whack, start losing your hair. There's just like all these symptoms that you can get. So I would definitely check into that and see, but yeah, I started taking these, and it does give me a little bit of hormones, and I do feel great. So there's that. And that's what I need to survive right now. I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis in the spine and 3 separate back injuries. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis is horrible. And I know they have like injections and stuff for that now. So you take an injection, and then it's like once a month or something. But that stuff cannot be good for you. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how to prevent that kind of pain, but it must be horrible. And then you're stiff and you can't move. And I get it 100%. Because my body hurts every day now. And I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't have a back injury. I don't have anything wrong with me, like, as far as that's concerned. And it just came on me one day, and I started having horrible pain. And so it's very frustrating. It's part of my norm. Yeah. And I think that's how most women feel too. Hi, I see you, Turd. I think that's just part of the norm too. I think a lot of women feel that way. They just, or, men, they're just like, okay, I'll just take some Advil and get through it. But sometimes that doesn't work, and you need to find something else, because I'm not just going to take Advil every day and expect that to be my go-to. That's never been my go-to. I will never do that. And I am a natural, like I like to do things naturally as much as I can. I'm not stupid though. Like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I hurt myself really bad, I'm a naturalist. I'm not stupid. However, I'm not going to take something every day that's gonna really hurt me. I'm not doing it like that. No way. Especially if I feel like it's a little much. I should probably do something else. There's other options out there. So anyway, I've been taking this stuff and hopefully it really starts kicking in. Now I'm going to give it time. Like usually anything that you take, it takes a good month or even a little bit longer to do, what you want it to do. So I'm giving it some time, but seriously, after 5 days, I was seriously impressed with how I felt and how I could just bend over with no problem. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't been this pain-free in a long time. Now it's not 100%. I still have like aches and pains, and I'm still old. Like it's not making me young or anything, but I still like, I can't believe I can just bend over. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like before, if I bent over, I could like, I had to brace myself because it hurt so bad. So, yep. And another thing I started doing is I started taking creatine every day. And I think that has also helped me. It's supposed to be really good for your brain fog, stuff like that. So I started taking that every day, and I drink a big 40-ounce Yeti of that stuff every day. And I feel good. I still walk even if I hurt. I'll still walk a little bit. I didn't walk today. I didn't have time, and I can't walk on the treadmill when my son's here because if I do, what is that? Hey, my son, I can't walk on the treadmill when my son's here because he won't leave me alone. He wants to get on it. He thinks it's cool and he won't leave it alone. So I usually do it when he goes to bed or I do it when he goes to school. But now I start at 8:45 and I wake up at 6:45 and I have to get him to school by 8. And I just don't, I'm too tired in the morning to think about walking on the treadmill. However, I had been like the other day I walked, it was like 8 o'clock at night and I walked a little bit. If you're not active, you lose it. I have to go out daily, 15 to 20 minutes and do stuff. Yeah. What? Court? No Benjamin Button effect? No. And no Benjamin Button effect. I really wish I could be young again, but I'm not. And that's another reason my garden suffered last year because I was in so much pain and bending over was horrible. Like I just couldn't do the weeds. I couldn't do it. I hurt so bad. So that's another reason why the garden suffered last year. Just lucky to be gardening. It gets me out of the house. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I like to garden too. And hopefully I can get back on track with things. And I want to lose about 30 more pounds. That's my goal. And then I would lose 60. And that would be amazing. So I've been doing keto, and I've been doing keto since last April. So it's been a full year of keto, and I've lost 32 pounds. And I just keep going. I keep doing keto. And the best thing to do when you are dieting or if you're trying to lose weight is to not listen to anybody. F everybody and their GD opinions. Dude, it is so frustrating to try and lose weight when you have people who are constantly telling you how to lose weight. People just need to shut up. Let somebody lose weight their own way. Even if it takes them longer, who gives a crap? Stop. Like, I've had people tell me, oh, you're on keto? Oh, your cholesterol is going to be so high. And, oh, I'm worried about you. All you eat is meat. Your cholesterol is going to be through the roof. I don't give two Fs. They have fudged the numbers on cholesterol so much anyway. So even if my cholesterol was a little bit high, which it's not, but even if it was a little bit high, that's high to their norm. And cholesterol used to be like in the 300 range. Now they want you to be in the, like, it used to be 3 to 400 range. Now they want you to be in the 200 range. And what they're not telling you is cholesterol, good cholesterol, is good for your brain. So I don't care, people keep telling me about that, and I'm just like, I don't care. I've lost 30 pounds. What have you lost? Men can lose weight 3 times faster than women. I know it's not fair. Yeah, it sucks because my husband's lost 50 pounds and he still loses. I think he's kind of reached a plateau. He's kind of pissed about that, but he's still losing weight at a significant rate versus me. So yeah, he loses a lot more than me. But yeah, first thing to dieting is do not listen to anybody. Do your own research and keep going. Don't listen to anybody. Yeah. It's harder for women to lose weight because of hormones and stuff. Once you get the hormones and stuff on track and you start feeling better, then you can lose weight easily. But women are just, because we're built for childbirth and there's like all these factors and we have hormones and monthly things going on, and it's just hard for us to lose weight. It really is. For men, they don't have that. They don't have the ups and downs we do. Not like that anyway. And so therefore they can lose 20 pounds in a month if they really wanted to. Which sucks, but it's true. But yeah, so don't listen to anybody. Follow your own way. Do research. Figure out what works best for you. And then just don't stop. Just be as active as you possibly can. And don't stop. Don't listen to people, because that's the worst part. It's like it can discourage you from losing. And the whole point is to lose weight. So double the amount of muscle plays in. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm not trying to like gain a massive amount of muscle or anything like that. My husband, he's trying to, bulk up or whatever. That's what he wants. But that's not for me. That's not what my goal is. I just want to be a little bit leaner than what I was before. And yeah, so Court, you also have to think thin. Be mentally strong too. Exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, not to listen to anybody, because in the beginning, it is hard. It's hard to be mentally strong. You want to give in. I never, sorry, I got hiccups. I'm not saying I never gave in the beginning, but I slowly eased my way into keto. I started getting higher protein items in the grocery store, and just started doing less carbs. Now, I wasn't doing no carbs. I was just doing less carbs because carbs, turn sugar or whatever. And I just started, and I did that for a while. And then I was losing weight, but I just couldn't get past 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds and I was like, what's going on? Why ain't I losing more? And then I just went full keto and started just doing full keto, started looking for things that I could eat that taste good, that still made me feel good and and I eased right into it. And yeah, and I still had that once a month or once a week, I ate bad. And then I started losing more and more weight and realized, if I eat bad once a week, it's deterring me from my goal. So I better stop doing that. And now I don't eat hardly bad at all. I don't, and every once in a while I'll go out to dinner. Now I'm about to go on vacation and I'm kind of scared because I'm on keto and I don't want to gain all my weight back. You know, I don't want to gain 10 pounds back on vacation. That would suck. So I'm going to really watch. I'm going to eat salads um, and just watch my bread, watch, you know, what I get. If I go out somewhere, maybe I'll get a steak instead, you know. And that kind of makes it easier. You get a steak and green beans or, you know. And green beans have completely saved my life. Like I eat green beans all the freaking time. All the time. Court, you cook with oil. No, I cook with butter. I every once in a while I will put olive oil on my green beans or something and pop them in the oven. But for the most part, I cook with butter. Any oil, no oil is good. Seed or whatever. Omega-3 is okay from fish and animal fats. 100% streak. No bread. That shit's so tasty and evil. Yes, I found keto bread though, and it's really good. It's only 1 carb per piece. Lewis or something. I get it at Walmart. It's really good. And I'll make myself a pepperoni sandwich. By the way, that's one thing I love is I love sandwiches. Like I love a good like bologna and cheese sandwich or something like that, you know, or not even bologna, pepperoni and salami cheese sandwich or something like that. And that bread has made it possible. And it's not sourdough or anything like that. It does have a lot of seeds in it, the kind I get. But you can get other stuff too. But this one only has 1 carb per piece. So it's amazing stuff. So I've been getting that. And I don't eat it all the time because what happens then is like, oh, it's almost so good. It makes you want other things and makes you want bread. So I really have to watch that as well. So. But yeah, so I just been watching my carbs. I hardly have any. And if I want to have like carbs or whatever, I'll eat an apple. Been eating a lot of apples lately. So, but it's still good for you. Yep, chocolate is supposed to be good for you. But I don't eat it. I don't like it. I'm not a chocolate person. So, and one thing I also noticed that I do crave is milk every once in a while. So I get these drinks. They're called Core Power by Fairlife, and they're a protein drink. They have 26 grams of protein in them and only 6 carbs. So if I'm really craving milk, I will have a protein shake, and they're delicious. The vanilla one is right up my alley. It is so good. So I'll get that, and like it makes me feel like I'm drinking some milk and whatever. And it's good for you. Little wine here and there is great. Oh, I love wine. I love wine. I don't drink beer anymore. I used to drink a lot of beer. I don't drink beer anymore. When I was college, I would drink dark beer, which is even worse. All alcohol is toxic. So yes, and I have noticed that I probably shouldn't drink anymore. I still like to drink. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderful. However, I probably shouldn't drink anymore because we went out drinking last weekend and we went to a meadery, and I love mead. I love wine. But the next day I hurt so bad. I felt like my body was just so inflamed. And that wasn't good. I could barely walk. So, yeah. I was like, yeah. So that was like the first time I've gotten a little drunk in a long time. It's been actually months and months and months because my mother-in-law had a hip surgery, and so we haven't been able to go out and do anything. We have to watch Fred, and so nobody can watch him. So I just we haven't been out, and I hadn't drank anything. I really don't drink that much. But we went out, and I, overindulged a little bit, but the next day I was hurting so freaking bad. So I'm really watching that. Did they ever explain to you how fat leaves the body? Science. No, I can't really remember. I don't know if I know that or not. You breathe it out. So your lungs need to be tip-top shape. Huh. Well, I tell you what, right now my lungs ain't in tip-top shape because I kind of have something, a head cold or something going on right now. And allergies. I took a Zyrtec or something when I got home because I couldn't take it anymore. My throat was so freaking scratchy. It was driving me crazy. Yes, I've been doing cardio. Like I said, I walk a mile. It's not every day. It's probably about every other day. I know last week I did like 4 miles a week or something like that. I don't exercise a whole lot, but when I do on the treadmill, I do like 1 mile and then I feel pretty good. This summer I'll probably do a lot more, and I'll be walking a lot at Disney when we go. So all right, guys, what time is it? Oh my God, I have been on here for an hour and 56 minutes. Just bullshitting. So thank you all for coming in. I'm going to have to get off of here because I have to go to bed. I have to shower and all that because I have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn because I'm a working woman. You can't sweat shit it out. Know how it works. Fat is broken by the body and takes it. And no breathing fast does not increase it. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Thanks for the information on that. I'll remember that next time I'm working out. But yeah, so I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Gil, and everybody that popped into this chat. I know Thor was here, Myra, Proper 101. Moon was here, the Tinker's wife. I mean, I still have a lot of support from the community, and I really appreciate you guys for coming in and still supporting me and my weird ways. You guys have been amazing. And when I do my DNA test, I will do it on video, and do all that for you guys so you can see how that works. So thank you guys for coming in, even the trolls, because you gave me a view. I appreciate you. We will see y'all next time. I don't know when I will be live next. However, I will be doing more videos. I put out 2 videos today. They're not like huge videos, they're little shorts. But I will be putting more footage out there. I got some more footage from the food forest. So if you're not on my Facebook, because I did put it on Facebook already, if you're not on my Facebook, I'm going to be putting it on YouTube. I just haven't had the opportunity to actually sit down and go through those videos and do a little short for y'all. So I'll get that out there for you, and we'll see you next time. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Billy, for keeping the chat alive. Much love, sis. You be good, keep positive, and just push. Thank you, Wickeshire. You are awesome. You've been there for me since day one, and helping me get my hours and everything for YouTube 6 years ago. So I've known you guys for an extremely long time. So thank you guys for being here and supporting my channel and everything above. So solar chat days, yeah. So thank you all for being. Oh, and the underwear. There was underwear. Why do I remember random underwear? I just do. We used to have some wicked party time on YouTube. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you all next time, and have a good night. Be safe and all of the above. Night, y'all.